All right, welcome back to the Real Estate Huddle, episode 15. And today we're going to do something a little unique. We're going to talk about some of the books that have inspired us from great authors, some of the legends of their day, and how it's inspired us to help people and serve people in the real estate business. And so I'm going to just open it up to you guys. I know Spencer's got one that he's just itching to talk to us about.
I don't know why you guys make fun of me for this all the time.
So
it's
excited.
a good book.
Hey,
it's
Spencer, have you ever read the book, what am I going to say?
Relentless.
The Hungry Caterpillar.
Not The Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah. Spencer, yeah.
Good book.
It is a good book.
For a good read, The Hungry Caterpillar.
All right, do you want me to start? All right.
Yeah, you start.
It's a little book called Relentless by Tim Grover. For those of you who don't know Tim Grover or who that is.
No, tell us about him.
Oh, Tim Grover. Tim Grover's awesome. No, he really is. He was the trainer for like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and some other big names in the NBA. And I think some other athletes in general, but I may be wrong about that. However, this book particularly highlights some of the characteristics of those athletes that he did train that had that relentless mindset, that just were unstoppable, unbeatable. And he categorizes people in as coolers. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you want to be a cleaner. It's coolers, the other one, and cleaners. I haven't read it in a couple of years, so obviously stuck with me. But no, it's closers. Excuse me, coolers, closers, and cleaners. And it's like good, better, best. It's basically the same scale. But
so for our listeners, they just want to like clean their house a lot or shower a lot.
Always be closing.
You want to be cleaning up. So he really goes into how, and he talks a lot about Michael Jordan and how it was kind of like he was the personality of be at my level or get out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Was he
And no, he was all right.
Was he?
Oh my gosh.
In my opinion, I think I think he is the greatest NBA player of all time.
It's not even close.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
You can fight me on that one. But
I won't.
yeah, he's freaking awesome. And there's a reason this book is all about him. And on top of that, like Kobe Bryant as well, there's a sequel called Winning. It's more about Kobe Bryant. But this one just talks about having that relentless mentality, doing what it takes, and how to get to that point of being in that mindset. And so
Yeah, but what on earth does Relentless have anything to do with real estate?
being relentless,
Yeah.
you tell me what
You
have to be relentless. I mean, when you're dealing with people every day, rejection every day, whether you call it rejection or not, it is rejection.
But I thought you just walk people through luxury homes, and
That's a good part about it, but that's the easy part. So the hard part is getting under contract. Negotiating is a huge one. Being relentless in your negotiations, not like a bulldog necessarily, but like knowing how to negotiate the right way to get the deal done. Mm-hmm. Knowing how to find the people in a relentless manner, how to build your pipeline, how to build your database. Just being relentless in every single facet of the business will make you unstoppable and will make your income unstoppable. Love it. The way that he related it to business was awesome. But I found myself using it in just about everything, like the way I train, the way I do business, the way I conduct my relationships with my friends and my family and things like that. It goes a long way.
I can tell by your shoulders.
Not lately.
It's
It's the wrong muscle. This one's injured, so it's taking a hit. But super good book. Highly recommend it, and I will recommend it till the day I die because it's that awesome. Yeah. Tim Grover, if you're out there,
I knew that was going to be our longest one. Relentless. Spencer was just going to go off and talk.
I can keep talking about it if you want.
20 minutes. I'm going to cut him off. Jackson, what do you got?
Read Winning too. It's really good. The sequel.
Okay, pipe down. Jackson's turn. Jackson.
Steph Curry's script. No. I'm actually going to go with the classic Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Speaking my language.
I kind of have a funny story with it. When I was in like third grade, somebody recommended it to me and it like hurt my feelings because I was like, why would you tell me to get a book about how to make friends? Like I was like, that's messed up, man.
In third grade, they probably were telling you for a reason.
Maybe, yeah. Probably, yeah. I should have read it then, but later on I read it.
Because kids were brutally honest back then. So
yeah, oh yeah.
Elementary schoolers, man.
But I think that's a great book. And I mean, with real estate, it's all about building relationships. You have to be someone people can trust. And you know, the old quote, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So I think that book is just for anybody in any field, a good book. But for real estate, where we are building relationships and interacting with people all the time, I'd say it's a great one.
To me, that's like the Bible of how to handle people and how to work with people and like really get a following in your life. Like
That's a staple. That book is a staple.
It's so good.
It's a really good book.
I really try to read that book every year because it's so good. It's such a classic. Written in the 1920s, 30s by Dale Carnegie, and it's just he put so much time into the preparation for that book, like interviewing hundreds of the top successful people in the country and saw how they did things. And so, yeah, that's a great one. Another one that I love from Napoleon Hill is How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. That one's really, really good to help you deal with anxiety, to help you deal with like some of the just the worry that everybody goes through, you know, and understanding that there's no sense in worrying. Like it doesn't you no good, but it does do you good to like go through a process mentally, and it gives you some really good like practical things you can do to overcome worry and enjoy your life more. So Dale Carnegie's got some gems for sure. Kristen, what you got?
Okay, so one that we talk about on our team all the time is 75 Hard. 75 Hard.
I'm not cool enough to do that.
Is
Buckle up your seatbelt, folks. This is a good one.
so
Have you done it?
I have not done it. No.
I did,
but
I cheated.
You did it?
I did. I changed the rules a little bit, but I did.
Oh, okay. I see.
Which is totally against the rules.
He was
It
like
tells you,
7 days.
Don't change the rules, but I did.
So to break down what it is, the requirements are follow a diet, complete 2 45-minute workouts, one has to be outside, take a progress picture, drink 1 gallon of water, and read 10 pages of a book. So
Annually?
per day. This is all per day.
That's where I cheated. I read 5 pages instead of 10.
Oh, okay.
Just because I read slow, but...
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So really what's cool about this, and I think how it relates to real estate, is when you are your own boss, there's a lot of opportunity for freedom. There's a lot of opportunity for distraction. And I think by following this 75 Hard and following a diet and following these workout plans, it kind of can transition into, you know, if no one's holding me accountable, then who cares if I make 1 call or 10 calls, right? Mm-hmm. Or 100 calls, you know? So I think if you're able to be disciplined with yourself in your personal life, then that will kind of stem into your professional life as well. Yeah. And then you can hold yourself accountable in a variety of ways.
Totally. No, that's a great, and it takes a lot of discipline to do that stuff for 75 days. You become a different person by the time you're done with that. So that's a great one. Glad you brought that one up. Man, I got so many. I love reading. So I read a business book every month.
We'll do some runner-ups. I think we'll have some time for runner-ups. So
all right,
don't worry.
So I'm gonna say Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill is like my all-time, like one of my favorite classics that I've read, that just tells you like it's all about building a mastermind group, you know, and having people around you that you can go to hold you accountable and feed off of. And it also has so much to do with like goal setting, which I love those topics. I love, you know, the power of like handwriting your goals and then seeing it come to fruition. And we wrote a 5-year goal that I wrote when I started the team. And 5 years later, I read that, like what I had written 5 years prior, and it had all come to fruition. And I was just like, this is unbelievable. You know, like that was such a huge thing for me. And it was all just from Napoleon Hill's like teachings. And so I love that book. I think it's just an all-time classic, and, you know, highly recommend it. And that generation of, I mean, that Dale Carnegie and Napoleon Hill were like their own generation. And then you got the next generation of like just amazing speakers / book writers with Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn was incredible. And then Brian Tracy, and there's others too. But like those guys also, I feel like have like impacted me a lot just from learning from them, and the greatest generation, I think, just from how hard they work to get to where they are and the teachings that they have. So runner-ups, what you got?
Can I say 2?
No.
Too bad. So first one.
It can't be Relentless. You already said that.
So have you guys
Or
heard of winning?
No.
No, that's not, doesn't count.
Okay. For real. So first one, Atomic Habits. I think it's a pretty popular one right now, but Atomic Habits, if you don't know about it, it's all about the process of creating good habits, breaking the bad ones, and then maintaining those good habits by being better by 1% every day. So if you can be better that much every day, compound effect takes charge, and you grow like crazy.
Such a good book. Love that one.
It's a pretty big one. I'm not a huge reader, and so when I saw this one, I was like, I don't know if I really want to read all this, but I did listen to it, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's got some really, really good skills and things to take away that'll just, like I said, it helps all facets of life. So I like that one a lot. And then another one on kind of a more personal level, which it can also be taken to business as well, but The Warrior Poet Way by John Lovell. He owns a business called The Warrior Poet, and it's this one's about being the best man you can be when it comes to like being a father and a brother and a friend and things like that. And he kind of takes on a little bit more of a spiritual level and brings kind of the Bible into it a little bit, and loved that one to death. That one was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but what does that have anything to do with selling houses?
I'll tell you. Let me tell you. So, there is a life outside of real estate, contrary to popular belief, and sometimes
Real estate is life.
yeah, sometimes it feels that way. Like you're just getting calls after calls after calls, and you get to the point where you're like, man, maybe I should spend some time with my kids because it's been a while. And finding that life balance is really important, and I think reading those types of books and increasing that part of your life is super valuable, because not everything is real estate. No matter how busy you are, you do have the people behind you that you're working for to better their life. So investing in that, I think, is a huge deal for me personally. But
Well said. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. Jackson, runner up.
I'm so relentless. I haven't even met my kids.
have you heard of that book? The book Relentless? It's awesome.
I
Highly recommend reading it.
Jackson bleeds relentless. Yeah.
No, I went with a classic. I'll go for a little more off the beaten path. I like Trey Gowdy's Doesn't Hurt to Ask. It's a book about how to be persuasive, and kind of one of the big takeaways is that to be able to persuade people and change their mind, you have to be open-minded yourself and be open to changing your mind. But just in terms of life, communicating with people, and particularly negotiating for real estate, I think that's a great book on just how to communicate and articulate yourself, and how to learn better from people and how to persuade people.
Love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kristen, runner up.
Okay, runner up. Mine's going to be The Happiness Advantage. So The Happiness Advantage kind of talks about you produce your own happiness. So they kind of do all these studies saying, we'll give you a gift card if you make 10 calls, let's say, or whatever. And at the end of the day, people performed better, when they created their own happiness, when they created their own goals. And we're lucky enough to be in a field that allows us to do that. And I think we all get distracted during the day, but we all know that at the end of the day, when we, make those goals in the morning and do them, and have accomplished all of those at the end, or, by the next morning, that's a better feeling than maybe getting a gift card, or let's say you want to be done at 5 p.m. to hang out with your kids, and you got all your stuff done. That's kind of truly what creates happiness. And that's kind of what the book talks about. So
it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's it. I've heard great things about that book. I don't think I've read it, but
and it's a small book too. So easy read.
Love the small ones.
Yeah. Yes. Get through it.
I think I'm going to go for my runner up. I'm going to go with Chris Voss. Never split the difference. So if you hire a listing agent to sell your house, you hire him for two reasons, right? To negotiate and market your home. And negotiation is such a big deal for us and what we do. And so I don't think enough realtors really build up their ability to negotiate by studying it, by looking into it, by trying to get better at their craft as far as that goes. It's kind of like the real world experience just kicks in, but there's not a whole lot of like reading that goes on there, but like if you're gonna read a book about negotiation, Chris Voss has probably the most practical tactics for how to negotiate in real estate or in any field. Like, I mean, everything is a negotiation, right? You negotiate with your kids, with your dog, all the time. And so that book, I think about it all the time as far as just the little things that we try to do, you know, to persuade people to our way of thinking and, you know, negotiate. And we're constantly doing that for our clients. So, man, we're still doing pretty good. Should we go quick round 3?
Yeah.
Spencer said he had 2, so.
Harry Potter.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
Round 3. Are we doing like real estate related books still?
Anything.
I'll give you some time to
Yeah, go
decide.
for it. You got another one?
My runner-up would be 12 Rules to Life by Jordan Peterson.
Oh, yeah.
Especially,
Yeah.
I think, for like younger people who may be still trying to kind of figure out their purpose in life and things like that. I think that's a great book. Maybe not as applicable completely to real estate, but there's definitely a couple rules in there that definitely can be applied and be used. And just generally, I think if you're trying to improve your life, if you're trying to start new, get into real estate, that's a good book.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And to kind of add on to that point, The Regrets of the Dying, Landon introduced me to that book. And so I have it, but I haven't read it yet. But just, I've kind of read blurbs about it. And again, I think it similar to the Happiness Advantage. I feel like there are points in there that, you know, can increase your happiness personally, which I think will stem into professional beliefs as well. Totally. And so I'm sure some of those regrets you could transform into professional life as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's a great book. And they interviewed like all these people that were in like nursing homes, right?
Yeah.
Like ready to pass on to the next life. And like, what did you regret most about your lifetime? You know? And so Regrets of the Dying, it's a great book. They give their top 5 reasons and she kind of breaks those down. So, I think I'm going to go with, I just love, I just read it actually. It's called, Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right? Which I think is just such an awesome book that tells you the difference between like how to really build investments and how to build things that are going to create wealth for yourself and give you financial peace and freedom. And how that contrasts with like how the world teaches you to and pushes you to go. So I think it's a really groundbreaking book. And he wrote another book called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And so I love that one too, because he breaks down even more like the difference between, you know, having a life where you're trying to own maybe a business, you know, whether that's a side business or your main business, and have investments over on this side that really help you to have that peace in your life and financial freedom. So I love both of those books by Robert Kiyosaki. I think are some of the ones that I think about a lot. That's really impacted me in real estate and trying to acquire like investment properties and, you know, do things. Cause you can earn money on this side, but if you don't, you know, have investments that are working for you on this side, then you just continue to work and work and work. And it's so easy to sometimes get, you know, your expenses will outweigh your earnings sometimes. And if you don't duplicate yourself on this side. So I really like those books. Those are some of my favorites.
And if you want to impress the ladies, there's also a board game that's associated with that book. Landon knows all about that. So
when we were in college, I got really into Robert Kiyosaki's board game that costs like way too much money. It was like $200, and I like
You spent
saved up to
$200
get
on
it.
a board game?
Yes, I did. And
It's impressive.
And I thought it was so cool. And I was like pushing it to all of our friends. And Jasmine seriously had to tell me, like, stop. We're losing our friends. Like, they don't want to come over anymore. You need to stop.
He's going to make us play that stupid game.
Exactly. This is not what we do on every friend get together. And I was just nerding out on cash flow because it's a game that teaches you how to think like the rich, right? Or think like people that are wealthy minded. And it trains you to do that while you play the game. So there's some value to it.
You guys were
Pretty
that
awesome.
friend where everyone was like, let's just go see him and get out of the way, and we'll be done with them for the month.
I
Okay?
guess we'll go, yeah. Probably took way too long, too. I can't remember how long the game was, but
If it's
yeah,
anything
it's
like,
like
Monopoly,
like a Monopoly
you're
style
usually
game.
done before the game's done.
I made a couple friends. I lost a few. You know, it was good.
That
But
game.
so yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Nerd alert. Right?
Spence, did you have yours?
Yeah, and I think it's one a lot of people have read, but it really is good, and it makes you feel terrible about yourself, like we've talked about. But Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. They're Navy SEALs, retired Navy SEAls.
Extreme.
Yeah, and I mean, it is extreme. Which is like, it's a good extreme, because not every extreme is great, but something like a book like that not only do they use the experiences that they've had, and they share some pretty cool stories. Where was I going? They share some really great stories about what they went through and relate it to taking full responsibility, like extreme responsibility and ownership over every single thing that you do. And it really ingrained like what accountability really means. And in real estate, like we've talked about it a couple times, and we'll continue to talk about it, but accountability in real estate is what's going to make you successful. Bottom line. If you can stay accountable to yourself, or you can stay accountable to your team or whoever it is, it's going to change the way you work. It's going to increase the way you work to a better capacity, and just overall better outcome for you if you can really learn how to take responsibility for what you did or didn't do.
Jocko takes a picture of his alarm clock at 4:30 a.m. every morning and tweets it.
He gets made fun of
tweets
that
it out
so
every
hard,
day.
but it's awesome.
Because he wakes up at 4:30 and wants everybody to know that he's accountable, waking up at the same time.
And well, maybe that's his form of keeping himself accountable.
It is. That's why he does it.
Is not necessarily for other people to see, but
sure
for
that's why he
himself
does
to
it.
say, I got to post this, because that's...
Those guys are just
you know?
absolute. They're just monsters in the best way possible.
Yeah.
They're cool guys.
Amazing.
Is this the guy who sits in the closet for 30 minutes when he wakes up and thinks?
I don't know.
I remember what
Is
you're
that
talking
Dave?
about.
Is that David Goggins?
Could
Maybe.
be. It
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
something you do.
I haven't gotten to that level yet.
If that,
I don't have time to do that.
like Spencer said, that book can get you kind of hard on yourself. Just really quick, another good book is Life is Tremendous by Charlie Jones. Really quick read. And that's just about, in a high pressure world, how to be enthusiastic and happy and have joy in your life. So that's a good one too.
It's awesome. Good stuff. All right. Well, I think unless you got another one, Kristen, I think we'll call it.
Yeah.
You
Last
good?
plug for Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, anything
Oh,
like
of
that.
course. Yeah.
I'm glad we got a mention of that Caterpillar Kids book that you guys were talking about earlier.
The Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Sick book. If you have kids.
My kiddos love that
It's a good
book.
one.
I read
I'm
that.
not even kidding.
I read that to Liam a lot.
Hop on Pop by
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss. It's a good one.
Oh,
too.
the places
Anything
you'll
go.
go.
Yeah.
Dr.
Oh, that's
Seuss,
a good
a
one.
great one. Yeah.
Brings a tear to my eye on that one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today. We're happy that you got to. Hopefully, this will help you
Hopefully
find
you
some of these
read.
inspiring books. And if you
if
like
you
to
don't
read,
this is useless.
you can even listen too. Audible's good, and you can catch some of these things that will hopefully inspire you to do great things, and like it has for us. So, thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time.